Thank you for joining. Please, as you join, kindly like and share the broadcast. As you join, like and share the broadcast so that we can be able to reach out to as many people as possible. Like and share as you join. Please kindly like and share. Share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to anywhere you belong. Share so that people can join us.
From the award-winning producer, Shaking and Cook Beats, Biafrans Gold Talent exclusive.
Vote nini turatu kempo wa bidoro. Ife nini turatu wakene mo fife tuta. Aye to sia vote na ba o hebure ka ilaria. Ife ka lebe o kakwa lebe o. Vote nini turatu kempo wa bidoro. Iye nini turatu wakene mo fiye tutalu. O fiye tutalu o pa mo fiye tutalu. Iye kelebe kakwa lebe o.
Welcome, Ahmad.
Biafra, I say I no election, no. After election, every day their deception, no. Upon deception, I say no recession, no. Baby, I need to see no vote, no. Anticipate, so election, no vote. Yeah, man, I take him out. Who want to let people like any land of fellow? Can you get no? We're not going to follow you. If I am to pop in on it, if I know one more. Alile kwenu mwewe neo Nime sokoto Ifunu na chana sokoto Mune munoti na shokoto Chukwa bia magoze la yena uge obuna Ukunne mo Ule kwela Mweka yemusi anike
Iyo koko ana maula nsumo Atuma tuwa tunala dikwebuo Tuwa tuwa
anike
Iyo koko ana maula nsumo Atuma tuwa tunala
Welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. As you join this platform today, I thank you so much for connecting, for us to share views together and connect to each other. Before we proceed, we got to listen to our national anthem so that we can be able to move forward. Then after the national anthem, we'll hear the prayer of Mazin Nandekano. Let's listen to our national anthem. us listen to the prayer of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, as we have to hear the prayer before ever we can be able to go into broadcast, because that is the foundation that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have led, and we continue to hold on that foundation until we get our freedom.
What you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast. I appreciate everybody that have joined. And I say thank you once again, wherever you are joining from, whichever part of the world you are connecting to this broadcast from. I appreciate you, and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and keep you safe wherever you are. We have come once again, as usual, as we always do, anytime we are opportune to be here, to speak to fellow Biafrans and to set records straight. Remember, our mission here is always to encourage Biafrans, to debunk every lies against us, to make straight some things that are misunderstood, and also put forward that energy so that we can continue to fight our battle until victory is sure. If you are coming for the first time, I urge you to go to the subscription center and subscribe. Click the notification bell, like the video, and share to all platforms. Any WhatsApp group you belong, any group you belong, in your own Facebook, in your own WhatsApp group, share it and let the people join us to share views on the situation of Biafra. This is an autopiloted platform, piloted by Chukwu Okike himself, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa, and on the leadership of Master Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I stand. Speaking the truth always, setting the record straight always, encouraging Biafrans and nothing else. We don't come here to gossip or to talk about issues that are irrelevant. My main aim and objective here is to make sure that the Biafrans are focused on the target until our freedom is achieved. And today you can see the kind of topic I choose, declaring our stance. The Biafrans have declared their stance. And if you have not declared your stance today about your freedom, I must tell you that the boat have left you. The boat have left you. The train is no longer in the station. The Biafran people have chosen the path of freedom. And that path of freedom we must pursue. If you are a Biafran today, if you find yourself in the old southeastern region, which is the present south-south and the southeast with the lower Benue, wherever you reside in that very contraption and your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, your grandmother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran, and the earlier you wake up to fight for your freedom, the better for you. The Biafran people who genuinely seek for their freedom, who genuinely want to have their freedom, are all awake, and we are moving forward into our freedom undeterred, unrelenting. That is what we are doing today, and we will continue to do. We have declared our stance as Biafrans to pursue our freedom and nothing else. We have declared our stance that there will be no election in Biafra land. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the weapon of their warfare. The whole world can come down to Nigeria to conduct election. It will not happen in Biafra land. That is the stance of the Biafra people, and nobody can change it. The only thing that can make us to begin to have a change of mind is the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Only our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, can come out, go back to his palace and tell us and give us one reason or the other why we should step down. Apart from our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, nobody can host election in Biafra land. If you're one of those who is dreaming, thinking that maybe at the dying minute we'll change our views, you are wasting your time. You better wake up. If you are a Biafran, you better wake up and declare your stance. And the time is now. This is the time for every Biafran. It doesn't matter you call yourself a politician, call yourself a saboteur, call yourself whatever title you give yourself. Regardless the title you give yourself, as long as you fall within the area of Biafra, this is the time you have to declare your stance, where you belong. Are you ready to be free, or you want to continue to be a slave? If you want to be a slave, we are going to give you direction on how to go into your slavery deeply, and you will enjoy it. And for those who want to be freedom, who want their freedom, you cannot stand on their way to freedom. Our freedom must surely come in this 2023. Starting from this February that we're in, as soon as our countdown reaches the Biafra resurrection, the rising sun, the sun will rise again. No man born of a woman can stop it. This is the time to declare your stand. If you have not, I don't know what you're waiting for. As you can see today, just as someone else have said in the past, our spokesperson has said it by February, that people you never believe will be supporting Biafra, will be talking about Biafra, will be talking about it. Today it is happening. Some are talking about Biafra directly and indirectly. Some are working for Biafra directly and indirectly. But every Biafra must pay attention to what is going on. Pay attention to what is going on. We are going to judge people according to their actions. No matter what anybody has said in the past, no matter what direction I have taken in the past, it is not yet late for you to take the right direction now. It is not late for you to wake up and take the direction now. Forget about your pride. Forget about your stupidity, ignorance. Forget about your shame. Wherever you are, be human and pick up the fight now. Take your stance. If you want to continue to work for the caliphate, good luck. You are going to give account when the time comes. But if you feel it is time to fight for your freedom and get it, join the autopiloted IPOB. Add your voice. Add your voice to the movement that we are in today. Add your voice, either directly or indirectly today, we can see some governors coming on board. Indirectly or directly, we can see some governors coming on board. Somebody like Governor Soludo. Governor Soludo today is coming on board, either directly or indirectly. And I will urge every Biafrans, wherever you are, hold your peace on him. We have to appreciate him for how far he has gone. At least he has shown a sign of seriousness. For a very long time, we have not seen something like that. For a very long time, we have not seen any elite, let alone governor. Nobody has taken such a stance openly. We applaud Governor Soludo for the step he has taken today to stand for Biafra. And I want every Biafran to put this in their mind. Anybody that is standing for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, supporting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is standing for Biafra, either directly or indirectly. You cannot separate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Biafra. The supreme leader of IPOB, the man who laid the foundation we are following, you cannot separate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Biafra. That is why anybody you see that calls for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be respected, must be acknowledged. You must acknowledge that person, either directly or indirectly. So many of them, their hands are tied. So many of them that have committed themselves in one way or the other. They have made some commitments that they cannot go back from. But there is still open door for them. Today, we are still waiting for the rest governors to begin to do the needful, just as Soludo is doing. Soludo have taken the lead. He didn't only call for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He put his word to action. We have seen a billboard he made in the open and mounted in Anambra State, demanding for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, speaking in a loud voice that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if you want peace in Biafra land, in Southeast, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be present. He made it clear. And when he told us that he was going to write to the presidency, all these actions he has taken, we now point to the fact that he has written a letter. We don't need to ask him anymore. And we applaud him for the move he has made. Since he has woken up, since he has realized that he has been fighting a failed battle all this while, since he has now realized that he has been deceived. You know, initially, he was thinking that he was talking to the right people. Initially, he was talking with people who claim to be cabals, people who claim to be in control, people who claim to know it all. And they gave him several promises. But all of a sudden, I thank Chukwu Okikabia that he has realized that the only way forward is to listen to the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And who are those speaking the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today? The autopiloted IPOB, through our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa. The voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can be heard. And that is there will be no election in Biafra land. When I saw that poster, that billboard that Soludo made, something came to my mind. That the message of no election is sinking. Anybody in Biafra land, be you a politician, be you elite, whatever you call yourself, that has interest in the election, if you are sensible, you abandon everything you are doing and talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I thank Chukwu Okikabia that it is the autopiloted IPOB that made this possible. It is because of the autopiloted IPOB. That is why, even in the heat of election, in the heat of their so-called election, remaining so many days, the issue of Mazen, and that was what we were trying to make sure happens. When you saw our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa, supporting the seat at home, supporting the decision of Biafran people, encouraging every Biafran to continue to sit at home and stand their ground. This is why we did that. Look at where it has led us to. Look at the success we have made. Today, a governor in the midst of election can make a billboard. He would have as well made a billboard for his party. He has a presidential aspirant. He has people he's supporting. He could have given that billboard to one of them. After all, his predecessor, the governor of his state, a citizen of that state, is participating for election. He would have made his image there. But he chose that of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with his own picture, demanding the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that it is the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that will guarantee peace and tranquility in Biafran land. He has done something. We have to acknowledge him. It doesn't matter the intention here. If he has any other motive, Biafrans, we have grown past that. I don't want any of you to be scared that he's going to deceive Biafrans. Nobody. As long as we are still here, listening to the voice of our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa, as long as we are still here, following the foundation led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, hearing the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through our spokesman, Mazen Simon Ekpa, nobody can distract us. You cannot deceive us. You cannot play on intelligence. And he himself is supposed to know very well, because he said this himself. He made it in one of the statements where he was talking about Biafra, that if you think you can use Biafra to go and negotiate, that's too much repart, and they know it. They are getting the message. Maybe initially they thought it was a joke. But as the day draws closer, just as our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa have said, as the day draws closer, they begin to see the reality of Biafra. They begin to regain their voices. We thank Chukwu Okike Abiama. I just pray that Soludo have regained his voice fully and continue on that path. This is the advice our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa gave him when he entered into that very office. That if he wanted to succeed, he should look away from issue of Biafra. If he doesn't want to talk about it, just let him just pretend as if he's not seeing us. That was a marvelous advice that our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa gave him when he came to office. But as usual, he neglected it. He thought, who is talking to him? Who is he? As they used to say. They say that inexperienced man in Finland. Today, the inexperienced man is bringing Biafra to your doorstep. And everybody in Biafra land today can see Biafra in their doorstep. Those who are still denying, just watch and see. Just watch. From now to the end of the month, more of them are going to come online. They are going to come on board. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama, who led this foundation through Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and also gave us our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa. Today, we are moving forward, undeterred, undistracted. Success every day. The Zoological Republic themselves, they are getting the message expressly. We are winning on both sides. The scores are very high. Very, very high. They don't believe what they are seeing. When our spokesperson told them, when the time comes, they will know they are fighting the wrong people. They haven't seen anything yet. We haven't entered into the real show, and you are already calling for help from all corners. The real game has not started, and you are calling for help. When Chukwu Okike Abiama leads a fight, there is nothing a mere mortal can do. When Chukwu Okike Abiama is leading, there is nothing a mere mortal can do. The only thing you can do is to key in into the agenda of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And for some of those saboteurs who are still trying to play, I don't know how to describe it. When they know that they have been forgotten, they have been expelled from the struggle, you have nothing to offer. And the Biafrans know that you have no template, you have no agenda, there's nothing you have to offer. Just sit back and relax. Watch us get Biafra. After we get Biafra, come and answer your questions in Biafra land. Come, why do you want to hijack the situation? You want to hijack the situation and feed the Lord? You want to just dive into what you didn't know how it came about and create chaos in the midst of it so that you feel relevance? You want to create a situation whereby they will call you and give you money. I take this money and withdraw the sit at home, withdraw the no election. This is not sit at home. This no election that we said is not like your sit at home. Even the sit at home, you couldn't be able to withdraw it. Even though you collected your money, they paid you, and you made your money through stopping sit at home. But in this very no election, you dare not. And the politicians are getting the message straight. They know who is in charge. They know that the auto-piloted IPOB cannot be bought. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made this clear, that there are people who are unbribable. Biafrans love money, Biafrans love money, Biafrans love money. There are some Biafrans who are unbribable. There are some Biafrans that are priceless. You don't put price on them. You cannot put price on them. So many Biafrans who has been trained and blessed by Mazen Nandekano, who is our number one person that is unbribable. Unbribable, our Suludo Mazen Nandekano. Today you can see Mazen Simon Epa. Simon Epa can be he can make as much as he wants if he wants to. But he has chosen the path of truth. Do you know how many people are reaching out to Simon? Do you know how many governments are reaching out to Simon? Do you know how many angles people are coming from to reach out to Simon? And he has refused to speak with anyone. And he has warned, if you want to talk, go and talk to the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekano. That has always been his stand up to today. So those of you who are clamoring for election, those of you who want re-election, Master Simon Ekpa have told you what to do for a long time ago. He has given you the option. He has shown you the roadmap. So it's left for you. If you want your election to be conducted, you know what to do. You know who that authority is in his hand. So for you to be hanging around, deceiving yourself, playing your pranks and all lies and blackmail, it's not going to work. It will not. It doesn't matter the kind of attack you bring. If you like, take B-52 and feel the sky of Biafra. You only help the Biafran people to succeed. I say it in all my program, that every action against Biafra will become positive to us. Every negative action you take against Biafra, Chukwu Okike will turn it to be positive to us. And that is what is happening. All your military you are getting from east, west, and north, and ganging up, every gang up against Biafra people will turn to our own favor. That will continue to happen. There is nothing you can do about it. That is why you see how Biafrans are recording victory. And we will continue to record victory until the final date. The countdown continues. The Biafra countdown continues. It will continue until we get into Biafra. Nothing can stop it. If you're one of those who is waiting to see when there will be a change of announcement, sorry to disappoint you. If you're a politician, the best thing for you is to join Soludo, what he's doing today. The action of Soludo has shown that he's smart. I applaud him for that. I applaud Soludo for his smart move. As he stands today, that is the only intelligent man I have seen among the politicians. The only intelligent man I have seen among the politicians in Biafra land is Soludo. From the actions he has taken, he made the first step of speaking out in a rally and called for the release of Mazen Nandekano. We didn't take him serious because they always say it. He went to national television and said that he's going to write a letter. While we were waiting, he gave a date of writing a letter, and then he made a billboard. He didn't just make the billboard and hide it. He made a billboard and put his own picture on the billboard to know that he is the one speaking. That very billboard speaks for him. In the midst of election. And at a time where he's supposed to be promoting his own campaign, promoting his own party member or whoever he supports, he made a massive billboard to demand for the release of Mazen Nandekano. And it was written clear, free Mazen Nandekano. If you want peace in Biafra land, he holds the key. If you are a member of Autopilot, you should be proud of yourself. Be proud. Be very proud of yourself. We have achieved a lot. And more is coming. Mazen Nandekano will be very proud of every one of us in Autopilot. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano will be very, very proud of every one of us. Every one of us in Autopilot. He will be very proud of us. We have achieved a lot. Everything that you are seeing today, all thanks to the Autopilot. Through the doggedness and mental toughness of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. You can't write him out. He has guided us to this far. And we have made a great success. Mazen Nandekano is going to join us. It doesn't matter what they do, what they say. He is going to join us. And everything will fall in place. As for our march, nobody can stop it. We have given them the no-fly zone in Biafra land. And you can see that the no-fly zone is in place. And they are hearing it. And if they're there, let them fly with their helicopter over Biafra land. If they take Biafra for a joke, fly over Biafra land, then and see the result. So many of us who have been saying action, action, action. The time for action has come. And you're going to see more as the day goes by. The only thing you have to do as a Biafran is to equip yourself with more mental toughness. A lot is going to happen. Sacrifice will be made. Things are going to happen. The rain will definitely fall and it's going to beat many people. The only thing that will keep you safe is to pay attention to instructions. Follow closely. All the autopiloted platform, follow closely and pay attention. Don't go and be listening to gossip. There is no time for gossip. Do not go and be listening to gossip. Pay attention to the autopiloted IPOB. Every autopilot platform, all their media warrior, pay attention to the information they are disseminating. Follow Mazi Simon Epa on Twitter. You will get every update and information you need while you are following Mazi Simon Epa on Twitter. He is sending information every hour. Information is coming. Constantly. You will never be taken unaware. We are good to go. The time we are in is not the time to gossip. Allow people who are gossiping, let them keep on gossiping. Those who want to play relevant, let them begin to seek how to be relevant. There is no space anymore. We have left them behind a long time ago, and they know it. Now they want to jump in from the window and fear. It's not possible. It is not. There's no way you can do that. Biafrans people today, they know who is on the right path and who is on the wrong path. Biafrans know who to listen to. Biafrans have gotten the strategy already with them. They have it with them. The template is with them. And there is no amount of distraction you can blame today to distract the Biafrans. Please, as you're watching this video, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Karima, click like and share so that others can join us. Click like and share. It is very important. We are still on the radical evangelism. When you click like and share, you are making sure that other people join us. You know, in social media, they do not promote our broadcast. They don't promote the Biafran broadcast. When we are sending information, they don't promote it. The only way our information can go far, the only way we can promote it is by you sharing and liking. When you share and you like, you are actually helping us to go far. You are creating awareness to other subscribers to come on. You see Biafran platform where they have thousands of subscribers. But when we come online, you see few people online because notifications are not sent to them. So the only way we can be able to trigger that notification is when you click like, you like and you share. Very, very important. As soon as you come into any platform where the gospel is being preached, you like and you share. It will help us to go far. Thank you. So my fellow Biafrans, we must continue to do what we are doing. And the most important question we must continue to ask ourselves now, again and again, is begin to ask yourself, what am I going to do to contribute into this very freedom that is coming? Biafra is coming with a speed. You must have to play a role in Biafra. There must be a responsibility you must take up for yourself. That is where the question comes. Ask yourself, what is the responsibility I have for Biafra? Try to pick up one responsibility. There is no way you can tell me there is nothing you can do in this struggle. There is something every one of us can do. As long as you have access, you can access internet. As long as you can listen to us, as long as you can hear us, you can come online, you have a platform. There is something you can do to make contribution to the coming of Biafra. Ask yourself, what are you going to do? What am I doing? If you have not picked up any assignment, please pick up assignment. There are so many things to do. The evangelism is still going on. You can share the videos of Biafra. Share on different platforms. You can like. You can support. If you are one of the prayer warriors, you can pray for Biafra. Pray as much as you can. You can evangelize on the ground. Our ESN are there. We are going to have a fundraising on Saturday. Be there in the ESN fundraising. Make your support. If you cannot support materially, you can support financially. Let your money speak for you. For those of you whom Chukwu Okikame have blessed, no amount is too small. Your widow's mite can go a long way. Remember, we are entering a phase where the defense of Biafra has to make strong. The stage we are now is a very dangerous stage. A time that the defense is very important. Very, very important. We must pay attention. We must pay attention. And we must support it. For the men on the ground, we have men, volunteers. People have volunteered to put their life on the line for you and I to have a home. There are some people who have volunteered to put their own life on the line. We are not asking for men anymore. We are not looking for soldiers. We have formidable men. The only thing we are lacking is the tools. And that is why you are hearing fundraising. And I bet you, Biafran people can sponsor their war for as long as it will last, if we are serious. If we Biafrans are serious, we can sponsor our war to freedom. No matter how long it lasts, we can sponsor it. And it's high time we wake up. It doesn't matter how big. It doesn't matter how small. Make your contribution to ESN. Join the fundraising on Saturday and make your contribution. There is no role you play in the struggle that will be in vain. And I urge you, do not wait for commendation from anybody. While you are making your contribution to make sure Biafra go, there are certain things you can do on your own without telling anybody. You don't need to announce it. There are so many things you can do on your own without announcing it. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is taking record. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is taking record. For every single move you make, Chukwu Okike Abiyama is keeping record. And there is no genuine move you make for Biafra that will be in vain. No genuine move you make for Biafra that will be in vain. No matter what you see. Today, we are approaching Biafra. Biafra is much more closer today than it is yesterday. And as the day go by, people are repenting and coming on board. If you have been in this struggle for all this while, hold your seat tight. Hold your seat tight. The fight is not over. The enemy is still trying to deceive some people. Distraction will still come. They are still going to buy some people. The distraction is still, they are still hanging around, looking for whom to devour. Do not play into their game. Do not allow them to get you. Whichever seat you are holding today, hold it tight. Hold it tight. Do not allow anybody to take away your seat. Because just as our spokesman Samuel said, many are going to repent in this month of February. Many are going to repent. We will judge you according to your actions. If you're one of those who have done one evil or the other in the past, who have sabotaged the struggle in the past, you still have time. You still have time to make a change. If you don't have anything to offer, just fold your mat, shut your mouth, just go in. Go in. There's no point distracting people. You have nothing to offer anymore. Shut your mouth, go in quietly. When Biafra comes, you come to Biafra and make your case. But when you don't have something to offer and you are bent on distracting those who are working towards the freedom of the Biafra people, you will be devoured. I bet you, we will run you over. And whatever happens to you, your blood will be on your head. Your blood will be on your head. Whatever happens, you will be responsible for what happens to you. We are fighting a just cause. Self-determination is the right of every human being on the planet Earth. I always say it. Every living thing fights for freedom when they are oppressed. Every living thing fight. I say living thing, not only human. Even plants, flowers, they fight for their freedom when they are oppressed, wherever they found themselves. Animals fight for their freedom when they are oppressed. How much more human being? That is why freedom fighting is something you cannot criminalize. Do not allow anybody to try to distract you by giving you title or names. Do not change your message because you heard what people are saying. Because you're afraid they will call you terrorist. They will call you that. You cannot criminalize freedom fighting. Except you have something else you are doing. If you are bringing any other agenda into the freedom fighting, that is where you begin to have fear. If you are not genuine, if you have evil in your heart and you are pretending to be a freedom fighter, that is where you have a problem. Just like some of them today. Some of them today who claim to be there with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They claim to be the prophet of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They claim to be followers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But today, they are doing exactly the opposite. They are doing opposite what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stands for. They can lie. They can take bribe. They will tell you election will hold. They will begin different kind of things. These kind of people cannot be trusted. And in such case, they are always afraid to be called men. They are always afraid to be called men. That was why, they told us, don't protest here. You don't want to become terrorists. Don't protest here. Don't sit at home. Don't. That is not how to fight for freedom. In freedom fighting, there are sacrifice. In freedom fighting, there are collateral damages. It's going to happen. It's expected. In freedom fighting, so many things happen. You don't beautify it. You put everything on the line. I see no reason why you will be a follower of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu after seeing the way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went after the freedom fighting. And yet, look at you, different thing. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is the supreme leader of IPOB, placed everything on the line, including his own life. He lost his parents because of this fight. Today, he's not with his family. He's not with his wife. He's not with his children. He can't talk to them. Today, he's on solitary confinement because of the same Biafran. And he is still standing his ground. Even sending you a message to hold your stand. From the enemy territory, he's still sending a message, hold your stand. Don't get distracted. And yet, look at you. You are doing exactly the opposite of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yet you claim to be his follower. It is a shame. But I thank Chukwu Okokarema that those who are standing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, following the footsteps of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, are much more greater than those who are confused. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu handed the torch to Mazi Simon Ekpa. And today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is holding that torch and never allowed the torch to go off. All thanks to Mazi Simon Ekpa. If not for Mazi Simon Ekpa, the torch would have been off long time ago. It's not for Mazi Simon Ekpa, through the autopiloted movement, the lights would have been off. If not for you and I, you that is watching me on the comment section that is autopiloted, if not because of you that is autopiloted, if not because of us, it would have been a different story. It is because of you and I, what we are doing. That is why today, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can never, ever be forgotten. He will not be forgotten. No radio station, no newspaper, no television station will make a program, a full day program, without talking about the issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We have forced them to report it. Even in the midst of the election, they can't escape it. All thanks to you and I, the autopiloted IPOB. If you are autopiloted, you should be proud of yourself. Raise your head high. I don't see why you should pay attention to those who doesn't have anything to offer. We don't have to mind them. Let's get focused. Get the Biafra. When we get into Biafra land, then every man will be rewarded according to his work. When we get into Biafra, you will come and tell the Biafran people in their court what you were doing when they were fighting for Biafra. You will tell us the reason why you were sabotaging us while we were fighting for Biafra. Maybe ignorantly, or because you were forced to do so. Whatever be your reason, we would like to hear it when we get into Biafra. It is going to happen very, very soon. Very soon. I only beg my Biafran people to please hold your stand. Stand your ground. Continue to stand your ground. Do not allow anybody to take away your seat. Hold your seat very, very strong. Hold it tight. Don't allow anybody to take away your seat. Because we are almost home. Just some few days to home. We are getting home. Few days time. It's not going to be for too long. It is no longer like when we are fighting without a roadmap. It is no longer when they will tell you donate, do this, pay this, monthly views. No. That is why today you must contribute to the ESN, because you are seeing the effect of your contribution. You are seeing the effect of your contribution. The ESN is defending and protecting Biafra land today. They are engaging the military, engaging them, and engagement will intensify. We are intensifying the engagement. And I tell you, Biafran is winning on different fronts. You know, our enemy, they can't come out of shame. They will not come and tell you what is happening. And you know, to show you that we are following the order of Mazen Nandekan. While Mazen Nandekan was with us, he told us, no videos. You don't play videos of the operation of the ESN. And that is why you see the way we are operating. The ESN of today you are seeing, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Epa, autopiloted. They don't do propaganda. We are not into propaganda. What you see is what you get. That is where we are today. No time for propaganda. What you see is what you get. A time will come when the zoo will confess what they have seen. In these few days, they will not have no choice than to speak. They have not seen anything. Now they are running helter-skelter. They are running helter-skelter. British ambassador is speaking for them. All of a sudden, the British ambassador has become a spokesperson for Nigeria. And United States is following in line. Soon you hear another Australia joining them. The next you hear China. Oh, they have done it in the past. That will not move us. The good news is that is not going to move us. And there is no kind of alliance they will build today that we have not seen before. And Biafrans, I must tell you, do not mind them. We have our own alliance. There are countries that are in alliance with Biafra. They are waiting. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us. The world order has changed. Time has passed when you are looking into one direction. The world order has changed. You see what is happening in Ukraine. If it were before, they would tell everybody, give Russia a sanction. Everybody don't talk to Russia. Everybody don't do. Do you see anybody listen to them? Did you see anybody listen to them? With all their propaganda against Russia, who is listening to them? Nobody cares. Fight your fight and fight your battle and win it the way you can. That is where the world is today. They cannot bully us anymore. That their propaganda cannot work. If they like, let United States and UK join together to join Nigeria. This is not the first time I see it. We survived it in 1967, but this time it's going to be a winning. There will be nothing like no victor, no vanquish. This time around, we are going to end the fight. That thing they are afraid of is going to happen. That nation you don't want to be born, you are afraid. You are afraid. That nation will be born very, very soon. Just a question of some days. Question of some days, that nation will be born. And you have no choice. Some of them will tell you, when Biafra come, how are we going to do? Is this how we... Forget it. There will never be any country that will break out of Nigeria that will be worse than Nigeria. Never. It cannot happen. You can never find any country that will break out of Nigeria that will be worse than Nigeria. Never. Lie. Ududua will be much, much more better than Nigeria. Biafra will be much, much better than Nigeria, no matter how bad it is. Middle Belt, they will be much more better than Nigeria, no matter how bad it is. Even Arewa will be much more better and secured than Nigeria, no matter how it is. Because when they have Arewa, it will be a caliphate. They will make it a caliphate, acceptable to every one of them. So there is no need to be fighting. They will have security. The Arewa will have the Sharia law they've been longing for so time. They will implement it without anybody challenging them. And they will have their peace. You see, there will be no nation that will be as bad as the Zoological Republic after breakup. There will be no nation that will be as bad as Nigeria after breakup. That is why every indigenous tribe must work hard. This is true. I say it every time that this is not just about Biafra people. Some of them are relaxing, thinking it's about it. It is not just about, for we Biafrans, we have grown thick skin long time ago. We have grown thick skin long time ago. Our own problem is that we know whom we are. We know that we are freeborn. And no freeborn will allow himself to be a slave. No freeborn that have genuine blood of a freeborn flowing in him that we accept slavery. It doesn't happen. That is why we are fighting. We cannot fold our hand and watch somebody take our life. We cannot continue to live at risk. We cannot be an endangered species in our own land. No. We will fight to rescue ourselves. People fought for their freedom in the past. Those that are claiming to be strong nations today, those that are claiming to be world powers, they fought in wars. They fought in one occasion or the other to get to where they are. And since it has fallen on the shoulder of this generation for us to fight for Biafra to come, we will do that. We will. Whatever be the cost, so be it. As long as we are following the template of Chukwuka, we will continue to build on that template. On that template that Chukwuka gave us. We are blessed. We have leaders that work with time. The timing is absolutely correct. The timing of the declaration of Biafra, absolutely correct. Very, very correct. Mazen Nandekano laid the solid foundation. And he transferred the torch to Mazi Samuel. And Mazi Samuel have been guiding that very torch jealously, leading us into that very land filled with milk and honey. And very soon, we are going to rejoice. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Your joy today should be that they are listening to us. You should be happy. Every word that Master Samuel has spoken through this our march is coming to pass. Pay attention. That is why I say, listen to every word that Master Samuel said. I always say it on my broadcast. When he says anything, even when he is joking, take that word serious. It's not a joke. Whatever you hear from our spokesman, Master Samuel, even when he's joking, take it serious. It is going to save you a lot of trouble. It is going to reveal so many things to you. It's going to make you be on the right path. More people are going to confess in this month. More people are going to join Biafra. People you don't expect are going to come online. They're going to come. In this February, as I said, every one of us should applaud Governor Soludo. He is taking a stance. Time has come for everybody to take a stand. We are getting into Biafra. It doesn't matter you call yourself a politician, you call yourself elite. It doesn't matter where you belong. This is the time for you to take a stance. The time to take stance, it's now. You don't say to. You don't say. Soludo have taken the lead. And I remind you, any call for the release of Mazen Nandekano is called for Biafra. You cannot separate Mazen Nandekano from Biafra. If you were a hardcore follower of Mazen Nandekano, if you have been following him, go and check his record. You cannot separate Mazen Nandekano from Biafra. So, in a nutshell, any call for the release of Mazen Nandekano is called for Biafra. And it's welcome. It's a welcome call for Soludo to make that move boldly. Boldly. I have no doubt that he has written to the authorities to release Mazen Nandekano. He must have passed in the letters. Action. That is what we needed all this while. That is what we have been saying. If he had followed the advice of Mazi Samuel Eko when he came to office, all this would not be happening. We would have passed this area long ago. If he had listened to the advice of Mazi Samuel Eko when he came to power, Mazi Samuel Eko told him, if you want your government to survive, do not fight against Biafran people. If you cannot support the Biafran struggle, pretend as if you don't see them. Pretend they don't exist. Just keep on your administration and don't talk about them. Pretend you don't see them. That was an advice that our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, gave to Soludo when he came to power. But he ignored it. The people who felt that they had power then, people who felt they knew all, because he thought that people he thought that has the authority, people he thought he can rely on, people who presented himself as the almighty whatever, he bought into their lies. And they used him. He began to take the life of Biafran people. He began to make his state ungovernable. He destroyed his state by himself. After running from pillar to pole, up to the extent of going to meet Mazen Nandekan to see if he's going to deceive Mazen Nandekan. I trust my leader. The supreme leader of IPOB is unbribable, an intelligent man. Not just intelligent, very, very spiritual. They say before you see monkey, monkey don't see you. Before you make your move, that move you want, before you make that move, Mazen Nandekan will be looking at you and be smiling. He knows where you're going. He made that move to distract Mazen Nandekan. It didn't work out for him. He came back, he began to use force. And the Janjaweed killed him. Begin to take life. Those who pretend to be who claim to be in control, went along and declared allegiance to him, pledged allegiance to him, and told him they can do it. They joined him and began to fight against their own. But I thank Chukwu Okema that today he has woken up. He has woken up. He has known that that camp he has joined is a destructive camp. He has now known that the camp he joined is leading to nowhere. And today he is back to his senses. And I bet you he's going to enjoy peace if he continues on that path. If he continues on this path he's going, sincerely, he's going to enjoy peace. Biafrans will recognize his effort. That move he made, Biafrans appreciate him. We applaud him for that. And he should do more. He should do more. The Fulani elites are busy defending terrorists. They are busy defending their own terrorists. A well-known terrorist, people that the world, this time it's not Nigeria, people that the world have named terrorists. They are busy defending them in the north. Why wouldn't you defend your brother who is fighting a genuine cause supported by law? Why? If a Fulani man can come out and make a case for terrorists, make a case openly, collect ransom and give them, plead for their installment into the military, give them many benefits, stand for them and speak for them and defend them, give them voice, without minding, without fear, why are you afraid of speaking up for your own people who are being oppressed? All they are asking for is give us a referendum to decide our fate. Why are you scared of preaching that gospel they are preaching? Why are you scared? To an extent that the court of the zoo have said, discharge him. He has not committed any crime. He is free to go. And they continue to hold him. Why are you still afraid to open your mouth and say, let my brother go? He has not committed any crime. The United Nations added their voice. The judge in the same court of the zoo added their voice. And yet they refuse to let him go. Why are you still afraid to come out and ask and demand that he should be let go? Why are you still busy talking about irrelevant thing like election? A already rigged election. Already rigged election. You know that bring today. Today you see information that are coming. Election. Last time during the time of Atiku Abubakar, what do you call it, Buhari, late Buhari. During the time of that imposter election, you saw what happened in Lagos. In Lagos, they made sure that the whole places where the Biafrans are, that they never vote. They made sure that they cause problem in the areas where Biafrans are staying, so that votes will not be cast. If they can do that for another person, is a different person, what do you think they will do for the owner of Lagos, Jagaban Tinubu? Suddenly, they made him owner. When I call him owner of Lagos, don't blame me for saying that. He's not supposed to own Lagos. Lagos is supposed to be for the Dudua people. But he hijacked Lagos. If they can be able to fight for the late Muhammad Buhari the way they did, they fought and killed to make sure that they gave him a vote. What do you think they will do when their own man, when that man, that evil man, is contesting? A man that opened fire to innocent citizens in Lokito Gate because they were protesting. What do you think that man can do when he's contesting election and you are voting against him? What do you think that man will do to you when he knows very well, he knows it even in his dream, that these people will never vote for me? What do you think he will do to you during election time? Instead of you busy talking about your own security, instead of you busy preparing yourself for what is coming, you are not. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Mazen Nandekano is a savior. Take it or leave it. He is a savior. He has done his part. The remaining one now is left for us to do. He has done his part. He has given it all, including his life for you and I. What is left now is for you, for me, for us to finish the job. That is why you see Mazi Simon Ekpa, the kind of mental toughness he had. That is why you see Mazi Simon Ekpa is not relenting. That is why you see the spokesperson of Biafra fighting day and night. That is why you see the spokesperson of Biafra going the angle he's going, undeterred, undistracted. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter. He is concentrating on the mission. Unbribable. The more you try to stop him, the more he moves. Any move you make to stop Simon Ekpa, you just kicked him. You just gave him an express way to go. As an about 1 hour, about excursion came here. That is what is happening in the case of Simon Ekpa. Up about 1 hour. Oh, bye-bye. Excursion. This is what is happening in the case of Simon Ekpa. Any blackmail you bring, it becomes a promotion to him. Any propaganda you bring, it becomes a promotion. Any attack you bring, he will change that attack to become a blessing. That is what Chukwu Karama is doing. That is where we are today. For any move they make, it turns out for our own good. That is why I believe that word in the scripture which says, all things worketh for good to them that love Chukwu Karama. As long as you are following the footsteps of Chukwu Karama, you are listening to him and following his ways, everything will work for your own good. The air you breathe will be for your good. The rain will be for your good. The sun will be for your good. The moon will be working for you. I can tell you today that every element on the planet Earth will be working for Biafra. Every element on the planet Earth will be working for the coming of Biafra. That is why you as a human have to key in and tap into that blessing. Be part of that blessing. When you are hearing they are telling you to go and donate to ESN, tap in for that blessing. Take up a responsibility in this very struggle. Pick up something that you'll be doing to make sure that Biafra is heard. Pick up something. If it is sharing the video of Biafra agitators, continue to share. If it is sharing the pictures of Mazen Nandekano, sharing no election, sharing any word that have to do with Biafra, continue to do it on a daily basis. That is something. If it is prayer, continue to pray for the coming of Biafra. If you are blessed financially, enter. Support the Biafran struggle. Support it any way you can. There is something every one of us can do. If it is this broadcast you can do, open up your channel and begin to broadcast. You must not, there's nobody will give you any certificate to come and broadcast. Don't wait for any commendation. If you know how to broadcast, open up your channel and begin to broadcast. Just speak to Biafrans. We will listen. Just pick up an assignment that you'll be doing for Biafra. They can't shut us down, no matter how they try. We are going home. We are going home. Prepare yourself. Pack up your bag and baggages. Keep them intact. We are going home in a few days' time. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. I appreciate every single one of you that have been able to support in this very broadcast today. Everyone that have clicked like and share this program, I say may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you and protect you. Every one of you that has supported on this very broadcast by your comments, by your like, by your share, Any place you are, you must see freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran. Any place you are living on the planet Earth and you are a Biafran, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will guide and protect you and keep you until we walk into Biafra for celebration. If you are an Oduduwa person, Oduduwa will come in your lifetime. You are going to celebrate, and Chukwu Okike Abiyama will keep you to witness Oduduwa. If you are from the middle belt, you will experience freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our ESN, our volunteer force on the ground, those who have given their life to defend the land. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama build a pillar of wall around them, that no weapon of the enemy will penetrate them. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every forces that are fighting for Biafra land. All the armed groups that are genuinely fighting for Biafra, the BNL, the BNG, those we cannot be able to mention. Every one of them, may they be protected by Chukwu Okike Abiyama. I commit all our media warriors and the Umuada into the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama for divine protection, for divine guidance, for divine wisdom. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Wherever he is today, we commit Mazi Simon Ekpa in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Every forces that are fighting against him, every evil plan against him, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will destroy it. Whatever evil plan they have made against Mazi Simon Ekpa, both spiritually and physically, any attack they are sending, spiritual and physical, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will send his warriors, his spiritual warriors, to fight for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Chukwu Okike Abiyama will build wall of fire around Mazi Simon Ekpa wherever he is. No weapon of the enemy will penetrate him, both spiritual and physical. Any ambush they have laid for him, they will catch themselves. Any hole they dig for him, they will fall into it. Whatever evil they plan against him will be promotion for him. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Guide him, protect him, secure him and his family. Secure him and his family. Everything that is connected to him be secured. No weapon of the enemy will penetrate him. We commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama for divine favor, for divine protection, for divine healing, for divine security. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at this minute, we decree and we declare and ask that the angels of Chukwu Okike Abiyama will go and begin to minister to him. Anything that is not right in his body, anything that is not right in his health, every poison that have been injected into him, whatever thing that is not right in his body where he is, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama discharge angels that are doctors this night to begin to minister to him. May he be protected. May he be secured. May he be favored. More revelations to him. Every single thing we are doing, I believe strongly that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting information of what we are doing, both spiritually and physically. He is a spiritual man. He knows what we are doing. If you are autopiloted, he said it, continue holding on what you are holding. That information alone shows you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows what is going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, stand your ground, do not leave your ground, stand your ground. That message alone speaks volume. It shows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is connected to every single one of us in autopilot spiritually. He's connected to us, and we are on the right path. So whatever you are doing, continue to do that and hold it. If intensify it, increase it. That's the right way to go. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to increase the wisdom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continue to give him revelation, continue to guide him, protect him, and bring him back to us very, very soon. Very soon he's going to join us, and every one of us will celebrate and dance that very dance he talked about. He said that we will dance in the street of Biafra, that people were thinking that we are mad. We are close to that dance. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be there with us to dance that dance and raise the flag of Biafra very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people. You and I that is watching, every Biafran all over the world, everybody watching this program, no weapon formed or fashioned against you shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. We shall be free very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient from this beginning of the program up to this minute. May Chukwu guide and protect you. I'm going to be back again tomorrow, same time. Please, if you have time, join me on the broadcast tomorrow so that we continue to minister and send information across. This is my own duty. I have chosen my own path. Choose your path and make sure you are doing something for Biafra. Remember, the ESN fundraising on Saturday. Be there. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.